And with the national anthem, welcome you to the Cam-Plex in Gillette, Wyoming, as winter begins to ease in here with the wind blowing outside. A little snow expected tonight. But it's hot in here right now as both these teams get ready to face off here. Yellowstone on the road this weekend. 2 games here in Gillette, followed by 2 games in Sheridan, as they look to improve upon last weekend. Both teams' final preparations and will be underway shortly. Tucker Baker, the netminder here for Yellowstone. And Macias will be over center circle to take the draw. Puck is in play, one back by Yellowstone. Played here by Gunnar Troll. He fires it off the boards. Gillette fires that back into the zone. Round back behind Baker. Set up the near wall, trying to get a pass up to KADIN HOLDREN. Macias and HOLDREN there to work on the wall. Here comes Macias into center. He's checked off the puck. Gillette reverses. WYATT SCHMIDT finds Macias. He's in the high slot. Shot doesn't get much on it. Back out to center here as HOLDREN puts that in offside. Jackson checks in over center and then punches that into the zone, controlled here by the Gillette Grizzlies. They'll come out through center with crossing pass for Wichert. There's JOSEY CORSO poking that back out of the neutral zone and then challenging Hamilton there, trying to free the puck. Does get it free, and here's Isaac Jackson, one to beat. Fires a shot that goes over the shoulder of the Gillette netminder, and that's going to carry him all the way around the boards, all the way back down into Yellowstone territory. Baker will settle that puck. Here's a pass up for CORSO. CORSO finds Jackson. Jackson, one man left to beat. Looking for the crossing pass. He'll fire a shot, top corner. And Isaac Jackson opens the scoring in this one. The nifty goal there right in that top right corner, glove side. Clark, Mushlock, and STALICK up front. As Mushlock goes after this puck. Gillette just into the zone onside. Challenge there by Parker Clark. Clark off the boards for Mushlock. That caroms off the board, and goal was unassisted there for Jackson. So just announcing. Clark feeds it up for Mushlock. Behind her, she'll carry it into the zone. Checked off the puck. Held there on the boards as Clark comes up to disrupt. Now STALICK puts it in deeper. This one will go for an icing charged against Gillette. Macias, MASLAK, HOLDREN, LUNDVALL, and Troll out there to take this puck drop. The draw is won by Gillette. They'll try to set things up behind their own goaltender. All the way back out to center. It'll be settled here by Gunnar Troll. Troll looking for an outlet pass, finds William MASLAK. He chips it forward just into the zone. It'll be Persifeld here for Gillette. Fires it back out to center. Played by KASE LUNDVALL. And then poke checked off is MACIAS. MASLAK goes after it. And it's reversed around here near side by Gillette. LUNDVALL able to put it deep for MACIAS. He'll send it around to the far side for MASLAK. HOLDREN was calling for the puck right in the middle of the ice. MASLAK not able to get the pass over. And Yellowstone right back in from neutral. Below the goal line. Got MACIAS and MASLAK there on the forecheck. Gillette trying to outlet to center, and they do get it out of the zone. It'll be HOLDREN back to retrieve this puck from his own territory. Just under 13 minutes to play in the period. As MACIAS now battles here on the near wall. Check from behind, sends that puck up the wall, and that finds KADIN HOLDREN carrying out through center. Now MACIAS. HOLDREN in his pocket. MACIAS gets it through, but no shot off. That's played aside by Gillette. And MASLAK into the corner. Sends one back behind. HOLDREN here works near side. HOLDREN, big check right into the boards. Frees the puck, and Gillette's able to get the clear. Here's Morrison for Gillette. Perry poke checks off him. Gage Perry now, his team changing. Fires one over toward the boards. That's a dangerous pass. Want to avoid the too many men penalty, but instead it's going to go for icing. Draw is controlled by Yellowstone. They'll send it around here near side. JOSEY CORSO closest to it for Yellowstone, but it's going to be whiff there for Gillette, able to hold it in momentarily and then flipped out. Now Tate here, Gillette carries behind his goaltender. On the far side, checked by Morrison. CORSO trying to pick that puck up there from the left hash. She'll get it, feeds it for Schlenker. Now, Isaac Jackson, the goal scorer from earlier. He'll fire a shot, stick save into the corner. CORSO, Jackson go to work together. Centering pass across. That was a great pass. CORSO found the open Schlenker right up front. Just could not get the shot to settle on his stick. Maintaining possession here is Yellowstone. They'll turn it back in. WYATT steps up to hold this puck. SCHMIDT battling there. Got 4 black jerseys surrounding him. Clark almost got that puck right on his stick. Over the boards comes Mushlock right into the center. Now Mushlock into the corner. She'll turn. Tries to feed a pass there for STALICK. Gets past. Now SCHMIDT pinches up and holds it in. Clark going to walk toward the center. It'll be Morrison intercepting that pass, and Gillette trying to get something going coming the other direction. Dump attempt there from Witchert wasn't successful, and right back in comes STALICK and Clark. Clark has room, fires a shot, and Parker Clark gets it past Rigsby there for the goal. 10:34 remaining in the period, and Yellowstone extends their lead to 2 goals. Clark, Mushlock, and STALICK remain the forward line out there, just able to get that goal in. Gillette puts this back into their zone themselves, so no icing. It'll be Persifeld, loses an edge. MACIAS steps up, unloads. That drive goes wide right. Back out to center here, Rawlings dumps it in. MACIAS trying to hustle to this puck. MACIAS puts it right on goal. That's saved and then sent out. No icing here. Baker will let it go past him. And MACIAS offside. Draw, one back here by Gillette. Put it out to center on the stick of Gage Perry now. He'll go D to D across for LUNDVALL. LUNDVALL feeds it up to open ice, but no jerseys there. Gillette tries to get something going back the other direction. Baker not yet faced any shots down at his end. HOLDREN for MACIAS. He'll fire a shot that's into the glove of Rigsby, who will hang on. Jackson over center for the draw. It's controlled by Gillette. Persifeld, I believe, sending it around the near side. CORSO challenging there. Perry on the backup. Perry punches that just deep to hold it in. Still CORSO trying to get control of this puck. Offside as LUNDVALL wasn't able to hold that one inside the zone. We'll get another stoppage in play with 8:50 remaining in the period. Draw again, won by Gillette. They've been excelling in that area so far. But it's Jackson gonna get another shot. Pad save, rebound. Oh, and it's a robbery. As CORSO was right there with the meat of the net on the rebound and ended up firing that one right into the body of Rigsby, who gets the save and hangs on with no rebound. Back in play, draw controlled by Yellowstone as SCHMIDT fires it around the boards. Jackson not able to get control, and Morrison trying to get a clear, poked back in by CORSO. Could have been a hooking call there on Jackson. No arm in the air though, just onside. SCHLENKER, backhand pass across. Jackson not able to unload. SCHMIDT back behind Baker. He's challenged. Good evasion technique there. And he'll feed it around for Clark. Clark gets his pocket picked, and Morrison works from that far circle here for Gillette. Centering pass denied. Parker Clark finds Mushlock. Able to get it back out to center. Mushlock goes up on the forecheck. SCHMIDT, Clark dumps it in. Gillette sends this one around the boards, and it's going to go out to center. Clark feeds it across for Gage Perry. Witchert's on him. Perry sends it around. That gets past Jace Williams. Right in front of Baker, settles that puck. It's going to be Gerler, fires one. Baker save. Perry working on the far half wall. He'll feed it up. That pass is intercepted. Tied up there on the boards. And out with it comes Gillette. They'll cross the center line and dump it in. Does Gerler. Clark overskates that puck. Mushlock able to get the clear. Into the zone. Mushlock puts it a little bit deeper, able to keep this puck into the zone. She's knocked down. That's out to center. And here comes Morrison on the back check. It's LUNDVALL. LUNDVALL from below his own goal line feeds it around. That's going to get out to center and be cleared. HOLDREN pestering there on the near wall. Clark comes away with that puck, feeds it across, finds Gunnar Troll. Troll, he'll dump it in from center. HOLDREN's going to be around there. He's got MASLAK. HOLDREN overskates that puck though, and Gillette able to get the clear, and they're behind everybody. Morrison here, number 98 for Gillette. He'll delay, fires a shot and a good stick block there. I believe that was Williams. No, correction, that was KASE LUNDVALL. The good block. Not allow that shot on goal. Crossing pass, back for Troll. Perry rather, and he coughs it up. And it's going to be another one. Morrison 98 again on another break, and again the Yellowstone defender able to negate a shot as Wyatt SCHMIDT gets back. It's a good defensive stick. Coming up on 5 to play in the period. This puck comes out to center. Now it's Macias. Macias trying to work from backhand, goes forehand, pad save by Rigsby. Holdren tries to reach and get that puck. Perry steps up. Perry high slot, feeds one back for MASLAK. MASLAK fires a shot that's well high. Off the glass behind, now under 5 to play. Good pass, backhand to Holdren. KADIN Holldren working near side, pins it back to the point for SCHMIDT. Cross, but that's onto a stick of Gillette, and they'll get the clear. As SCHMIDT goes back in front of his own netminder, feeds the pass up here for Holdren, trying to just help it forward on the dump. Does not get much on it. Wichert with the interception here for Gillette. Crossing pass. Cleared out to center, and here's Holdren. Holdren with one man to beat. Persefeld back and gets the job done, taking the puck away from KADIN Holdren. Here's Hardesty. Sends it up for Shell. Hardesty cross. Intercepted here by SCHLENKER. He'll put it just into the zone. Shell now carries it onside. He's in there with Hardesty and Wichert. CORSO picks his pocket. Here's a shot in that's going to go off. It's a save there by Tucker Baker. Back out to center. CORSO hustling after this one. It's right on goal. Oh, and the goaltender Rigsby played it right out to SCHLENKER. Could have been ready to bury that one. Troll for SCHLENKER. SCHLENKER with some time, sends it down deep. Crossing pass, Jackson was looking for CORSO. Jackson will head off for a change. Troll settles this one at center. Dumped in by SCHLENKER. Long shift there for Colby. SCHLENKER needs to go for a change. Finally does, and you've got Clark, MASLAK, and Mushlock out there. Crossing pass, oh, good stretch pass as Clark saw Mushlock cutting into the zone, but that was just intercepted before it got to her by Gillette. Fed up the boards and out. Hustling after this one. Correction, it's not MASLAK out there. That's Trace STALICK. Apologies. Clark from center. He'll dump it in. STALICK hustles in after this one. Fed up the boards. Clark not able to gather it. All the way back to center. Here's now through Wichert. Wichert gets through everybody. Oh, trying to work to that backhand side. He would have had an open net, but a good poke check for Tucker Baker. Stretch pass misses, and that's going to go for an icing charged against Yellowstone. Troll trying to push this up the boards, finds Holdren, who looks, gets Evan Macias. Through center, he's poke checked off. Under 2 minutes to play in the period. Another good poke check there. Sent out of the zone. Shot, Holdren. And that is saved by Rigsby, who will hang on and not yield a rebound. Draw one back for LUNDVALL. Over on that side, MASLAK. And now Holldren. Holldren over for Perry. Slap shot. Had save and steered aside by Rigsby. Now MACIAS skates right in. Fires a shot. Puck is free. Now finally the whistle as Rigsby covers. Another good scoring chance there by Yellowstone. Trying to get another one in before this period expires. Draw is one back. SCHMIDT flips one over for SCHLENKER. SCHLENKER puts it deep. Back behind. Sent all the way around the board. SCHMIDT not able to keep that one in. And Gunner Troll has to hustle back with 1 minute to play now in the period. Yellowstone up 2-0. Most of the scoring chances going their direction thus far in this hockey game. And the refs keep that one in for Gillette. Now CORSO, under 40 seconds to play. JOSEY CORSO trying to get around Persefeld, but he does a good job and steals the puck from her. She'll return the favor. Scoops that puck up, puts it deep, but nobody chases it, and that allows black jerseys to get control pretty easily. As Hardesty sends that forward, Isaac Jackson will corral this in his own territory. Jackson looks content just to burn the remainder of the clock here of the period. As he'll eat this puck into the boards, now flips it up and out. And that should do it as the final seconds tick off. And after one period, it's Yellowstone up on top, 2-0. It'll be Clark, Mushlock, STALICK, Perry, and SCHMIDT, I believe, start this period. Clark will take the draw. One over in the direction of Mushlock. She tries to get past Whip, pushes it for Clark. Perry able to keep this one in, overskating is STALICK. Sent around the boards, Clark. Do not understand why both the referees stand right by each other on the boards right there. It's not particularly helpful, but this one gets just over the stick of Mushlock, and STALICK trying to keep it in the zone, not able. Back to peel this off the boards is Perry. Perry goes around the boards. That was Rawlings, his defensive pairing. Rawlings chips this one forward. Pass intercepted by Clark, but it's Witchert in on Baker. Witchert fires a shot. Baker had save, no rebound. Draw here, controlled by Macias. Macias sends it up the wall, but that's held in there. Gillette will fire a shot blocked off the shin pad of LUNDVALL. He'll get it right back, flips it out, seeing Macias is out there in front. Oh, but a good poke check there. Gillette to deny. And MASLAK picks that puck and brings it into the zone offside. Draw one back for Troll. Gunner Troll sends one across. Holdren in the zone onside. He'll fire a shot. Blocker save. That popped up and went off the opposite post. Could have easily went in. Good aggressive play there from LUNDVALL to hold that in the zone, and MASLAK fires a shot that goes off Macias' back. Blocked by his own man. Macias, MASLAK, Holdren, Troll, and LUNDVALL. Troll here, turns, fires one that does not get out of the zone. Now under the control of KADIN Holldren. He'll chip it out, trying to find forward up ahead of him. That was Macias, just not able to connect. Macias strips the puck here, 2-on-1, has Holdren. Macias right in, fires one off the outside of the iron. MASLAK chips one right up in the air, plays it with the glove. Now, no hand pass is touched up by Gillette. Troll tries to dump it in. That's blocked by Morrison. And Troll is pestered right here at center ice by two, Hardesty and Morrison, but it's Holdren comes away with it. Holdren working backhand, trying to feed it over forehand. Does make its way in on Rigsby, who has to save. It's sent forward, it goes off the skate of MASLAK. He didn't know where it was for a moment. Now found it. Fires a shot, Isaac Jackson with the nifty stick lift and steal, and then buries it. That's going to be another goal, second of the game there for Isaac Jackson, as Yellowstone extends their lead to 3-0. Icing against Yellowstone. Wyatt Schmidt picking up the assist there on that last goal from Jackson. And Perry now skating it forward. Trying to get around the man. Here's Gage Perry. He'll fire a sharp angle shot. That's saved. Rebound left right out front. CORSO circling. Gillette gets that out of the zone. I don't think this is going to have enough for icing, as Jackson hustles back to grab this one. Isaac Jackson working around Morrison. Stick the side there by Baker. SCHLENKER working on this near wall. Here's WYATT trying to get around his man, but no, Gillette sends it this direction. Held in by Gerler, he'll fire a shot, pad save Baker. CORSO chips it around. CORSO, Jackson having to slow up to stay onside. CORSO looking to feed to somebody, sends it across, Schlenker there with the backhand, just not able to get it into the direction of the net. CORSO again, she'll chip it in from the correct side of center. No icing here as Hamilton plays it back behind Rigsby. Hamilton feeds this one up. Witchert touches it up, goes into the zone. Perry ushers it around the far side. Morrison's going to be first there to play it for Gillette. Challenged by Troll. Here's Clark, has Mushlock on the far side. Just overskates the puck, right into the low slot. Mushlock fires a shot. That's saved by Rigsby. He squared up to that shot. Stephen Rawlings fires it off the boards, just over the stick of Mia Mushlock. That's sent in offside. Here's Troll and STALICK working on the near boards. This one comes all the way back. It's going to be on net. No icing. Stephen Rawlings will play it. He sends it around the far boards, but it's Morrison there to intercept that. Rawlings, Troll. Rawlings feeds it up for Mushlock. She's able to get the clear out of the zone. STALICK loses his stick, has to gather it. Back out to center, the crossing pass intercepted by Mushlock, but it hops over her stick. That allows Gillette to dump it right back in. It'll be Gunner Troll from right in front of Baker. Feeds one up, looking for STALICK. STALICK is taken out. Should be a check from behind, but they call nothing. STALICK gingerly makes it back to his feet and working over toward the Yellowstone bench. Onside shot from Hardesty goes wide right. Rebound attempt from Stinson, also wide. Hardesty now control, trying to feed a pass. That's broken up. Yellowstone feeds it. KADIN HOLDREN doesn't get much on that. Backhand pass, was looking for MASLAK or MACIAS there, cutting. Intercepted by Gillette, now into the zone. MASLAK has room. William MASLAK fires a shot, blocker save. Under 9 to play, right back out in front. As HOLDREN was right there, ready to unload, but could not get the drive off. Perry dumps this back in, keeps it just inside the zone. Now HOLDREN with the same. This is gonna rattle all the way around the boards. MACIAS, he's checked by Persifeld. Getting a little bit more physical out there in this second period than we've seen thus far in the game. Crossing pass, nobody in the high slot. Right idea there from MASLAK. That's going to be chipped into Yellowstone territory to be played by LUNDVALL. LUNDVALL ties up this puck down at his own end line. Under 8 to play in the period now. Held in by Brookless. That's played from the glove. And then to the far side. LUNDVALL there. That shot goes wide. All the way back around to the near side. Up the boards looking for KADIN HOLDREN. HOLDREN trying to dig this out. Does chip it out to center. HOLDREN picks the head up. Sees he has MASLAK with him. HOLDREN working to the center. HOLDREN shot. That was wide. Pad save. Well, LUNDVALL. William MASLAK back for LUNDVALL. Yellowstone will go for a change, and Gillette trying to get into the zone, does now. Backhand chip in, gets past LUNDVALL. There's going to be a shot that's blocked and commandeered out front by GAGE Perry. Perry trying to skate through. He gets slashed. No call. No penalties in this hockey game. I think the refs maybe forgot their whistles at home. JOSEY CORSO now fires a shot that's wide left. Jackson trying to feed a little nifty pass there for CORSO. That's broken up. Still retains possession though. Does Isaac Jackson right out in front. Trying to go top corner again. That's saved. Jackson still with control. Navigating through everybody. Backhand to forehand. No shot off. LUNDVALL from the point fires a shot wide right. Off the end wall. Be played here by COLBY SCHLENKER. SCHLENKER trying to leave a pass for Jackson. That's not hard enough. But Perry able to keep it in from the blue line. SCHLENKER and Girdle are tied up right out in front. Jackson tries to get the snapshot off and does, but Rigsby there squared up to that one with the clutch save. Draw is one over from Mushlock, trying to settle it on the backhand. It'll be Clark. Now picked up is SCHMIDT. Leaves it for Clark. Trolls open on the near side, calling for the puck. Clark dances through, fires a shot, save. SCHMIDT with a good steal. Feeds one for Troll. Oh, and Mushlock was right there on the back door. That puck just took a bad bounce and wouldn't settle for her. Mushlock's been at the right place at the right time twice now this hockey game with good scoring chances. Gotta keep fighting, they'll come. Draw one over from Mushlock. She feeds that back for Clark. Clark that can't find it at his feet, sends it down low. Mushlock goes after this one. Clark with a good hit. Frees the puck for Troll. He'll fire one through. Karam's. Mushlock again, right there in front, causing traffic. And she's checked from behind into the boards. And that's going to draw a penalty coming to Looney, number 50. Looney picks on the girl out there. Big old Looney picking on a girl. Shame, shame, shame. Here's MACIAS from the half wall, feeds it across. Open ice on that side. Wrister, that's a pad save. Yellowstone on the power play here. That's intercepted. And Witcher trying to work through everybody. Shorthanded chance, backhand save, and the rebound save. Both on Baker. They're leaving the puck sit there. Not a whole lot of energy on the ice on this power play yet from Yellowstone. Misplayed there, now into the zone, MACIAS. Sends it across, trying to get it on the stick of Jackson there. Perry down low. That'll be cleared. This one looks like it might be on net. Isaac Jackson into the zone onside. Jackson turns, feeds it across. Holdren tries to get a one-timer off. Not much on it. This one all the way around Perry. He'll kick it forward. Pass as Troll was sneaking up. Corso able to hold this one in the zone. Holdren turns, fires one deep. Macias and Corso there. Corso pushes it over toward Macias. Probably should have took it herself there. Now she has it. Corso, right circle, cross, pass. Oh, and Holdren could not get that puck to settle. He was staring right at the open net. And we're going to get a cross-checking call here. So one penalty expires, and another one's coming, this time to Yellowstone, as Kadin Holdren's going to the box. It'll be 2 minutes for cross-checking. Draw is one. Persefeld feeds it over for Gerler. Fires a shot, that's wide right. Persefeld here inside his own zone. Good forecheck there from JOSEY. Corso almost creates the turnover. Aggressive play on the penalty kill. Corso chips this one in. That's tipped. No icing as Hardesty plays it from his own end line. Fed back across for Hardesty. That gets all the way through to Persefeld. Gerler now. Intercepted by Gage Perry. He'll usher that one out of the zone. Dumped right back in on the stick of Stephen Rawlings. He'll get it back out to center. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the period. That hops over the stick of Shell. He'll feed it back. Gerler dumps it in. Off the back of the net. Rawlings plays it from behind Baker. Tries to clear it, unable. Corso will get that one free from her knees. Now she is able to chip it out and clear. Good penalty kill effort here from Corso. Now Jackson able to get the puck free himself, and he'll try to race after this one. Challenged by Persefeld. Tripped up as Jackson, no arm in the air. Way to work. Stephen Rawlings feeds one up just over the stick of Macias. Maybe Persefeld right back into the zone. This one in on Baker, he'll stick it aside. Centering pass intercepted. Here comes Macias. Got one left to beat. Macias, he'll fire a shot top of the circle, that's blocked. Hustling after this one is Isaac Jackson. He'll send one that's wide right, under a minute to play. LUNDVALL. Shot from the point, pad save, now back behind. LUNDVALL pinches up, sends another one, that's also on net, and then hammered home by Macias. LUNDVALL sends the puck from that right point, and then the rebound comes out front. Macias to poke it home through the 5-hole. With 39 seconds left in the period, Yellowstone adds to their tally, 4-0. Clark, Mushlock, STALICK are your forwards. Clark here in the corner, battling for possession. And he wins it. Here's Parker Clark. Has STALICK out front, but he's got speed. And he's got ice. All three of them heading toward the net. Clark feeds it across. Mushlock on net. In the rebound. Puck still loose out front. Now LUNDVALL. He'll fire a shot. That's blocked out front by Looney. Now less than 10 seconds to play. Another good scoring chance there. This will be picked up by LUNDVALL. He'll send it forward, and that should just about do it. There is the horn. And the Yellowstone team looking good in this hockey game. They'll go to the locker room for fresh ice cut here. Up 4-0. We'll let the stream go. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes or so. Here we go, ready for the third period. We are off. Draw is controlled here by Morrison for Gillette. He'll feed it for Percival, who will send it in. Picked up here by LUNDVALL. He'll feed it forward for JOSEY CORSO. Back and forth, both teams. It's at the feet of LUNDVALL. Couldn't find it for a moment. Now does. Isaac Jackson trying to get out of his own zone. Fires a pass across. That hits Morrison. Stays in the zone, but now skating it out is Gunnar Troll. He'll overskate. LUNDVALL having to hustle across to the far side. LUNDVALL there in that far corner. Now supported by Troll and Jackson. LUNDVALL feeds it around the glass. CORSO chips it forward. And it'll be Jackson with speed. As SCHLENKER feeds it across for him. SCHLENKER not able to get much on it. Sends it right out front and glove save Rigsby on JOSEY CORSO with another robbery. Apologies for the zoom there. Camera fixed up. CORSO off the glass. Now Clark over the boards and into the game. Clark feeds one across out of the reach of GAGE Perry. That goes up into the Gillette bench, and we'll get the whistle for the stoppage and play. 14:32 remaining in the hockey game. Draw is controlled by Gillette. Comes right across Wyatt Schmidt. Flipped out of the zone, and Clark, good back check, feeds one across out of the reach of Mushlock. Mushlock hustling up off the boards here on the near side. Rawlings will go back for cover behind Baker. Stephen Rawlings backhands it up the boards. That's held in by Gillette. Comes onto the stick of Clark. He'll feed it up. That's behind Mushlock. And that's going to go for no icing, they'll say, as it was touched up. Picking it up here. Fired a shot. Schmidt. That's sticked aside by Rigsby. Schmidt, backhand, trying to get it over toward Mia Mushlock. Oh, and she fires one. It goes right through the crease. The other side again in the right spot. High slot. The shot from Troll. That's redirected wide. Gerler. LUNDVALL stepping up into the play. Colliding there is Schmidt and Clark. That allows him to clear out. And Yellowstone will go for a change. LUNDVALL with control, back behind. He'll fan on his pass. Now gets it over. That's intercepted. Shell for Gillette. Finds the open man right out in front of Baker. Baker plays it with the stick, and that puck was free right in the crease. Having to come to save the day was Macias, pushing it out to the far side. There's a collision. Macias intercepts the centering pass around the far half wall and then poked out of the zone. Scooping it up here, KADIN HOLDREN. Into the slot, HOLDREN fires a shot. Pad save. William MASLAK off the boards, trying to get it to HOLDREN. He was backpedaling. HOLDREN sends one that goes off the referee. Now comes back his direction. HOLDREN. Outlet pass right up the center. Gets it right back. They're behind everybody. Here's Evan Macias. In. Fires a shot. Misses the net. Here's Whip for Gillette. Sends one. Shutting the 5-hole down is Tucker Baker. Good outing here for Baker. Letting nothing past him thus far. into the zone offside as Macias was taking his time getting clear. Off the boards, back to center. Jackson sidesteps into the zone, onside, trying to get the puck back. Rawlings with a good save to keep it in the Gillette territory, then he's taken out. That one gets past Corso. Rawlings a good stick again to keep it in. Corso sends one on net. That's up into the glove and then held. Draw, playing from the backhand side with Schlenker, trying to feed it over toward Jackson. Jackson will peel it off the near wall. Fans on the dump, attempt to get it deeper, and that's going to allow Persifeld to get to it. He can't climb through traffic. Oh, and it's going to be offside, I believe is the call. Hardesty over center for the draw against Clark. And he'll win it. Gerler dumps this one in. That goes wide of Tucker Baker. Backhand centering pass for Gillette. Does not connect. And then it's cleared out. See if this one is on net. It's not. And we'll go for an icing against Yellowstone. Clark and Hardesty go head-to-head again here on the draw. That's won by Yellowstone. Right back in, Parker Clark. Off the boards, held in by Hamilton. Now chipped back out. Out to center. Gerler for Gillette. Feeds it across to open ice far side. Gunner Troll off the boards. That makes it onto the stick of Mushlock and then chipped forward by Clark. Right back out to center. Shell is challenged by Clark and then Schmidt picks his pocket. Wyatt Schmidt fires a shot. Pad save. Ushered back behind, now played by Hardesty. He's met by Mushlock and Clark. Avoids the check but gives up the puck. Troll feeds it for Clark. Clark trying to drag it to the middle of the ice. Troll gets that one behind him. Can he keep it in? No, it comes out to center. Morrison now playing this. Sharp angle shot from Morrison goes deep. Gerler fires one wide left. Coming up on 9 minutes to play in the hockey game. There's a shot into the glove, Tucker Baker, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Holdren and Macias, along with Rawlings, now battling back behind Baker. And there's a centering pass. Fortunately, no black jerseys right out front. It's going to be Holdren. Going to win the race to this puck. Caden Holdren. Back check fires a shot, and that's saved. Rigsby did not know where that puck was. It was underneath him. MASLAK reaching for this one. He'll turn it deep. HOLDREN to the corner. Now MASLAK again, right there halfway up the wall. He'll get stripped, and it's going to be an odd man rush here for Gillette. 3-on-1, fed across for width, but not played well, and Rawlings able to check him off the puck. HOLDREN, good dig there from MACIAS, and then sent on the stick of William MASLAK. MACIAS chips it forward. Into the slot comes MACIAS. He'll fire a shot wide again. Right back out front, MASLAK. Fire cracks one. Oh, and that pops up and in. And William MASLAK buries it. Good job, MASLAK. First goal of the year for William MASLAK. He's camped out front. Finding that rebound's what you got to do. All right, they've got it figured out, the scorer's table. Clearly a goal from William MASLAK, fed by Evan MACIAS. Should be a running clock now with the 5-goal differential. Persifeld grabs this one up, he'll fire it, that goes wide of Baker. Another crack on the rebound. Persifeld turns it back in deep, all the way around Troll. Now SCHLENKER, he'll get to this one, but not able to clear it. Isaac Jackson feeds it up for CORSO. She didn't see it. JOSEY CORSO has Jackson in the middle, feeds it to him. Oh, and and the puck is still loose. SCHLENKER almost had a chance to bury it. He'll center one. High slot, doesn't make it all the way back to Troll. That's going to come all the way in on Baker, and he plays a scary one as that one pops up. Fortunately misses the net. Jackson's tripped. No arm in the air. If you're training a referee over there, that's not the way to do it. 6.5 to play in the hockey game. Parker Clark. He'll turn it right back into the zone, gets his pocket picked right at the blue line. Yellowstone completes the change as Mushlock, Rawlings come over the boards. This puck goes deep. Mushlock goes to the front of the net. Clark looks for her. Clark trying to skate through everybody. Sends it back, Rawlings. Shot does not get through traffic. Clark having to hustle to the far side. Shot, Baker, pad save. Yellowstone gains control. SCHMIDT has it. WYATT SCHMIDT off the glass and deep. This won't have enough on it to go for icing. Gerler gets stripped. MACIAS trying to get into the zone. MACIAS has it deep, cutting to the front of the net. Mushlock, MACIAS playing it down low from the corner. Puck comes free, all the way back to the point. Stephen Rawlings not able to get anything on that stick, on that puck, and Morrison for Gillette forces it back. Good blocker save there, Tucker Baker. Under 5 to play. Sent around the board, SCHMIDT tries to get the outlet pass for MACIAS. He misses that. Good block by Gage Perry. Here's SCHMIDT. SCHMIDT, good forward pass, finds HOLDREN, has one to beat, trying to drag it into the slot, does. Forehand shot, knocked down. Troll keeps it in, just inside the blue line, feeds it down the wall. MACIAS, HOLDREN, slap shot and scores! That's a great find there from MACIAS to find HOLDREN, who one times that one home. And we've got a 6-0 hockey game. HOLDREN again, chips it in. One left to beat. Trying to go backhand to forehand again. HOLDREN now, bottom of the circle, looking to feed it across. Had MASLAK camped on the back door. That puck just did not settle for him. Now MASLAK feeds it back, returns the favor. HOLDREN, poke checked off, and here's Percival. For Gillette, sidesteps. Good pass over there looking for Witcher. That's broken up by Yellowstone. Percival for Morrison. Gunnar Troll's going to get control. He's stolen from Morrison. And then here comes MACIAS. One left to beat. Percival does poke check him off, but still going to get to it as MACIAS has HOLDREN camped out front again. HOLDREN, pocket pick, Witcher trying to cut to the middle. HOLDREN clears it back out to center, MACIAS. He'll dump it in and change. Troll for CORSO. Now Isaac Jackson, offside. Draw one by Gillette. They'll just push it back to center. Rawlings trying to feed one over here for JOSEY CORSO. That clearing pass intercepted by SCHLENKER. Feeds it to CORSO. Shot. She'll backhand another one, and then Jackson fires one high. Rigsby sees that one and buries it into the pad. Draw one back for Rawlings. Tries to go D to D, but Morrison's there to block that one, and Morrison's going to have a chance in here on Baker, but Baker with a good poke check to deny the chance. And again, the referee in training holds this in for Gillette. Centering pass broken up by Gillette. Good keep there from LUNDVALL. Isaac Jackson working in the high slot. He'll leave it there. Perry's stripped of the puck but wins it back. Gage Perry fires a shot wide right. There's going to be a hit right in the back, and we'll get a penalty with 13 seconds left in the hockey game. It's going to be Looney again going to the box. Might as well call it the Looney bin. Clark, Mushlock, and Schmidt out there. Final 10 seconds of the hockey game. LUNDVALL back at the point. LUNDVALL feeds it down. 2 seconds. Clark, no shot off, and that's going to be the hockey game. As it's going to be the shutout for Tucker Baker. First one of the year, hopefully of many. As Yellowstone's going to win this hockey game in a convincing fashion, 6-0. These two teams will be back at it tomorrow morning. I want to say 9 a.m., somewhere around there. I'll have the coverage. Hope you can join us again. Hope you enjoyed the stream this evening. Enjoy.